Guys, making this video wasn't easy. You see, we tried to record it 3 times, but every single time something came in between.
We wanted to record it on our way to Munich, but sadly the AC in our car stopped working and we had to stay in Hamburg for longer than we expected. When the car was finally fixed, we tried it a second time on our way to Munich.
Sadly, we started recording so late that it was just dark outside, and then we just called it a day. We tried to record it a 3rd time when we were in Munich yesterday, but then we decided to record another video instead for Joss's channel, and it took the whole day.
Here we are now, in a hotel, trying to make sense of it all.
Long story short, here are the weirdest illegal things in Germany.
Weirdest things that are illegal in Germany.
Here are the weirdest... The what?
Things that are illegal in Germany.
Here are the weirdest... The what? Here are the weirdest things that are legal in Germany.
I believe you can forget such a sentence in 2 seconds. So here is how far we got the first day.
We're about to cross entire Germany with our car, which means we're gonna spend a long time on the German Autobahn. Now there's one important thing you need to know. It's not allowed to run out of gas. Dum, dum, dum. When you're driving on the German Autobahn, it is your duty to always make sure you have enough gas in your car. If you run out of gas and for that reason you have to stop on the emergency lane of the Autobahn, you probably have to pay a fine. So babe, what do you think about that rule?
I couldn't believe it the first time you told me, because Janik is like a rebel and he just drives with very little gas on his car. And so many times we almost ran out of gas, and then he told me, oh, we're probably gonna get a fine.
Yeah, a lot of the times I go to the gas station last minute.
Hi, welcome back to the hotel.
Let's go to the next point.
If you're living in an apartment, it's illegal to play instruments at certain times of the day. Because Germans value silence so much more than any other person I've ever met.
So you're not allowed to play a loud instrument between 1 and 3 p.m. and between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. at night. And on top of that, you can only play between 1 and 3 hours if you have a loud instrument.
Really?
In a row.
Whoa, this only applies if you live in an apartment, right?
Yes, because the ears of the neighbors are really delicate.
The next thing is that you are not allowed to keep urns at home. There is a law that states that you definitely have to keep them in a designated space, like a cemetery.
There's only one state in Germany where it's allowed to take the urn to your home, and that's Bremen. But you cannot take it into your house. You can only pour the ashes onto your property.
Didn't I hear somebody that tried to steal it and then they went to jail? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, you're crazy.
Oh, okay.
At least I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, then I definitely haven't heard of it either.
You can also pour the ashes onto the ocean.
But then it's like, choose.
That is actually great. So here's our next point, and that's very funny because a few weeks ago we were talking about exactly this problem. And it's that you cannot say "du" to a police officer.
Was geht, Bruder? I'm like, fine. Was möchten Sie, Typ?
40 euros, please. No.
But I said Sie. Was möchten Sie?
You're so respectful.
I'm respectful with the tube. So you have to be super formal with the authorities. You have to, like, if you see a police officer,
you have to show respect.
Be like, hello, Herr
Polizist.
Polizei. Yeah. You're not allowed to march in a lockstep across a bridge.
Like simultaneously.
Oh.
Lockstep.
I was locking.
It's not about locking, the dance style. It's about walking and stepping at the same time with a lot of people. Guess why? Because they think that when they do it at the same time, the bridge can collapse because of the vibrations.
Is that true?
I don't know, I've never tried it, but apparently
engineers,
it can
please let us know if that could happen.
Now let's get to 3 other points that we were able to record the first day. So here are 3 other laws that we consider pretty weird.
Number 1.
Since we're on a road trip, let's keep talking about the car. It is allowed to be naked in your car while driving. But it is not allowed to step out of the car being naked.
Why didn't you say that before? We're just gonna drive naked everywhere. If you see us driving around, you already know.
If there's a couple on the German Autobahn, that's us.
Oh my god, have you ever seen anybody naked in their car?
No. Sadly, no.
Whoa, vice versa. The next one is, it is not allowed in Germany to plant trees in the middle of soccer fields. And I'm wondering, why would you ever do that in the first place?
Number 3. When a random dog poops on your property, that doesn't mean that you're automatically the owner of that poop, because you're not.
What?
It's a law, apparently.
Why?
I don't know, maybe it's a very expensive dog and you think you can make money by collecting the poop?
No. I know why. It's not your responsibility to clean after that dog's poop. It's still the responsibility of the other person.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason.
Obviously.
Obviously, great.
And you're like, you can collect poop and get rich. Okay, now time to finish this video. The next thing is that it is not allowed to swim in a sewer.
In case you ever wanted to do this, feel like swimming in poop, because there are a lot of people.
In poop baza.
Yeah. No, but maybe you lost something in the
Sewer.
what is it
System.
called? I know how it's called.
This is gonna take 3 hours, dude.
I don't know how it's called.
Oh my god.
Manhole. I think it's actually called a manhole. Wait, let me check. So it's actually called a manhole, according to my dictionary. If you lose something in there, for example, your watch falls, you cannot just jump into it. You have to call the responsible authorities.
And you can swim there.
And you can swim there.
But I think like if something falls in a manhole, I would literally just say, okay, choose. And to finish, we want to mention some of the weird things that are allowed in Germany that may not be allowed in your country. The first one is that in Germany, as in many countries in Europe, it is allowed to drink in public spaces. That's why Oktoberfest gets crazy in Munich.
And since we're talking about drinking, in Germany it's allowed to start drinking at 14.
At 14?
At 14.
I thought it was 16.
Let me explain. With 14 you're allowed to drink when your parents are allowed or another adult, but you're only allowed to drink beer and wine.
Whoa.
I mean, of course the parents are responsible then.
Did you drink at 14?
No.
Janik?
I didn't even like beer. I still don't like beer.
Or wine.
Oh, wine.
And then at 16, I think, from what Janik told me before, is that you can drink beer alone.
Yeah.
At 16. In Germany, it is also allowed to prostitute your body.
Great way to put it.
Prostitution is allowed in Germany. And for example, I think Hamburg is like the capital of prostitution in Germany, right?
I guess so.
For my birthday, we were actually walking down the road.
Yeah, and we saw some prostitutes on the street.
I hope they are all there because they want to be there.
Yeah.
But I mean, freedom. Do what you want with your body. Do what you want with your body.
And now let's get to the last point of this video. In Germany, just like in Mexico as well, it's allowed to escape from prison.
Yes.
In most cases, it's pretty much impossible to escape a prison without damaging anything.
True.
And when you damage anything, you can go to prison for that.
But I feel like in Germany, as in Mexico, they recognize that it's human nature to want to escape prison. So
yes,
they allow it.
If you're ever in a prison in Germany, just don't break anything. As soon as the police officer opens the gate, just run.
And don't say do to the police officer because then you can go
don't
back
say
to
do on the way.
So those were all the things that we had for you today. But before you leave, we wanted to remind you that on our description box on this video and every single video, we have our links for discounts and for the equipment that we use, the music that we use, Airbnb, blah, blah, blah. Just check it out. All of those things give us a commission and that helps us keep making videos for you guys and upgrading our equipment because Janik wants a new camera.
Yeah, exactly.
And making travel videos for you. So we just wanted to remind you to check it out. Also, we wanted to remind you to check if you're subscribed to our channel, and if you're not, click on that subscribe button. And
like this video if you liked it.
And we'll see you next week.
Adios, muchachos.
Cheers.
Actually, guys, we probably won't see us next week because we have something very special going on right now.
If you're following us on Instagram, you already know that we are doing a new travel series.
Yay!
We're finally out of the house and we're so excited about it.
For the first time in forever.
Yes. We're putting our entire hearts and creative minds together to bring you an amazing travel series before we head back to Mexico.
Exciting!
Yes, and this series is gonna change our entire channel, so we really wanna take our time with it.
Yes. So next week, no video, most probably.
Definitely.
But the week after that, be ready, guys.
Yes, we hope you understand that we wanna take our time, and sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
Don't tell them where we are already.
Okay, adios.
Au revoir.
Salut.
Cheers.
Bonne nuit.